YouTube, what's up? Riz here from Frogs Angels, and I have my top 5 players in the NFL draft for you guys today. Top 5 big board. Eventually, we'll get through more of the big board. If you want to see more than just the top 5 and other draft news, head over to our Twitter. There's always a link in the description. It's Frogs_Angels. So a lot more on there, but I want to do a video covering my top 5 in detail because I'm pretty confident on those 5 guys for now. Looking at other experts boards, I think I'm pretty different than them. Usually, I end up being pretty similar to one or two of them or something like that. Usually it's pretty clear who the top 5 guys are every year. This year is pretty close. It's a great draft class. A lot of guys very close in grades. So it looks a little different than big boards you may have seen already. Let's just get into it. The first one is the same as everybody else. It's Myles Garrett, edge rusher from Texas A&M. I think it's a landslide. I think he's clear number 1. He's just a freak. He's an athletic edge rusher, and people have been saying, is he one of those athletic guys like that don't end up being good in the league? They're just athletic, and that's why they're at the top of the big board. He's not like that. Those guys in the past have had that like freak ability, athletic ability, but their production wasn't always there. It wasn't always there in college, and Myles Garrett had the production. He did great things while having that athletic ability in game, and people will go and look at his stats from just this past year, and it's like pretty good stats, but not as much as some of these other edge rushers, not as many sacks. But that's because he sat out of some games. Do I agree with sitting out of those games to save yourself for the draft? No, I don't really agree with it, but it's not going to hurt your draft stock. If anything, it might help it because he's fresh. He's saving himself for the NFL. So I guess it's a good thing. I'm always playing. I always agree with the guys that stay in there and play. But I don't know if it was really his choice, mainly Texas A&M, or some advice from the NFL around the league. But if you go look at stats from 2 years, if you're a stats guy, go look at 2 years ago stats. Pretty dang good, and he's still learning, still got a ton of potential. So I think he's clear number 1. This is where it might look a little different. My number 2 as of now is Jamal Adams, safety from LSU. People have him high. They have him up here, but I don't really see it at number 2. For me, the reason that he's number 2 is because he's a rare total package safety. You do not see a safety like this. Total package, covering ability, tackling ability, reading the play, a big thing. Seems to know the play all the time. And he'll run up and make a great tackle. He's not going to get a bunch of picks, interceptions. I think he can. I think we can see him do that. But he's more of just almost like a lockdown safety, which you don't really hear about. He'll come up, bring the hammer, knock the ball out when he has to. He's just all over the place, a guy that wants to play the game. And as soon as I saw the tape, I really liked it, really shot up my boards. So he is my number 2, the safety from LSU. And before we move on, my number 3 was Malik Hooker, the safety from Ohio State. And if you didn't know, he just had surgery. He's out 4 to 6 months. Should be good to go. So he's not going to take that much of a fall. He's going to be in that 6-7 range. Just because as of now, he should be good to go at the season start. But that's going to hurt him just a little bit. He's more of an interception type safety. He can do more than just that, but he'll get a bunch of interceptions, big play guy. So he was my number 3, and he was very, very close to Jamal Adams. I could have had him swapped, no problem. But that injury is going to move him down just a little bit, like I said, 6-7 range. But so my number 3 now is we're going to have back-to-back LSU guys. It's Leonard Fournette, the running back from LSU. You don't see a running back like this in draft classes. We haven't seen really any good running back classes. Last year was pretty solid. Had Zeke and Derrick Henry, but great running back class, and the leader of the running back class is Leonard Fournette. Maybe the best prospect since Adrian Peterson as far as running backs. That's a different debate, though. He is a big guy, and for his size, he can move. He's got some speed for his size, so he'll run through you, he'll run over you, around you. And for just looking at him, you don't really think he's that good of a receiving back, but he can do it. Not as good as Dalvin Cook as far as receiving back, but he can do it. It's just a guy that's going to be hard to bring down, and that's what you want at running back. That's just what you want. He's a guy. The main reason I have him at 3 is because the team that drafts him he's going to give him an instant impact. He's going to change the team. There's like some positions or some guys that, yeah, they're really good, but Fournette's going to get in there and make an impact. Can even open up the passing game because teams could be worried about him as far as a runner. So I think he is an excellent player, and I don't think he goes in the top 3 in the draft, but he is my number 3 on my big board. On to number 4, and this guy I'm a lot higher on than a lot of experts. For some reason, he's dropping for a lot of experts for no reason really. I mean, I have an idea what the reason is, but it's Derek Barnett, edge rusher from Tennessee. When you're looking for an edge rusher, what is the main thing? Does the guy get to the quarterback? This guy gets to the quarterback. A ridiculous amount of sacks. I mean, he only has the Tennessee record for sacks, career sacks, and some guy named Reggie White played for Tennessee. So very impressive, consistent every year. Jumping snaps, very, very good at jumping snaps, and that's hard to block no matter what. People are concerned about his athletic ability, but I mean, he's not the fastest edge rusher, but I think he's pretty athletic for his size, his strength. He's just that's the job. Get to the quarterback, and he does it. That's really what it comes down to for me. Consistent guy too. That's big. And my number 5 is Jonathan Allen. Most experts have him 2-3 range. I got him at 5, and it's not really because of him. It's because the guys ahead of him. I could not, obviously Myles Garrett's one, but I could not put him ahead of a total package safety, instant impact running back. And then the question with Derek Barnett, and a lot of people disagree on me having Derek Barnett ahead of Jonathan Allen. This is the situation really, as this is how I look at it. Both great players, but maybe three years ago and Jonathan Allen is probably the better prospect, but it is a straight passing league now. So since Derek Barnett has the edge over Jonathan Allen in pass rushing, which Jonathan Allen is good at pass rushing, not saying he's not good at pass rushing. Derek Barnett's just ridiculous. Since Barnett has the edge in pass rushing, that makes me put Barnett ahead of Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen is a better run stopper than Derek Barnett. Derek Barnett can be a run stopper, but Jonathan Allen is better than him in that. If you combined pass rushing and run stopping, Jonathan Allen might have the edge, but the question is, it's up to the team. Will they go with the better pass rusher? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Just an example is plenty of mock drafts had Jonathan Allen going to the Bears, number 3 overall. I don't think they'll take Allen or Barnett, but the Bears play with Aaron Rodgers, Matt Stafford, Sam Bradford. There's really no good running backs in that division. I mean, Adrian Peterson's there. He might be gone, but the Vikings' run blocking is maybe the worst in the league. So looking at the quarterbacks, looking at the passing game, and looking at the lack of running in the league, not just the division, in the league, I think you rather have the better pass rusher to get after Aaron Rodgers and to go against the really good offensive line that the Packers have. So I think you would almost rather have – I don't think they take either one, but I think you would almost rather have the better pass rusher. So that is the main reason I have Derek Barnett ahead of Jonathan Allen. I mean, they're 4 and 5, so it's very, very close. But those are my top 5 very talented guys. Like I said, if you want to see more big board stuff, more position rankings, draft coverage, NFL news, we got gaming stuff, gaming clips on there too. It's on our Twitter, frogs_angels. Always link in the description along with our Twitch. We've been streaming a lot of video games lately. It's twitch.tv/frogsangels. We're going to have a link of that in the description too. So please check that out. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more mock drafts and more draft coverage on our YouTube. That'll do it. Goodbye.